So are we going to talk about the racist dog whistles in Jason Aldean's new song or no? Because this got me fired up. When I tell you there was a visceral response to hearing this song for the first time today, I mean that. After listening to this song one time, the references that I heard were nods to sundown towns and lynch mobs. And actually, this song is a great example of how you don't have to mention race at all for something to very obviously be about race. So the song is called Try That in a Small Town, and if you're with me, you already know where this is going. So right out of the gate in the first verse, he's talking about very stereotypical crimes that you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like carjackings and robbing liquor stores. Who talks about those crimes? Sounds like he got his inspiration for this song from Fox News. And then he goes on to say, cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough. Who could he be talking about there? Because I guarantee you it's not the people from the Capitol. So then we get to the chorus, and this is where shit just gets wild. So he says, well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Round here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. Tell me that that is not a reference to sundown town behavior. You cannot convince me otherwise.
Well, folks, let's talk about old Jason Aldean and his new song, Try That in a Small Town. First of all, it's full of BS. You know, I mean, it's the rarest unicorn in the world, somebody actually burning a flag or some stupidity like that. But he tries to act like small town people are just tough. They don't put up with that nonsense, and that's a bunch of BS.
So we kind of have some good news updates from this situation. CMT pulled the video and won't show Jason Aldean's video for Try That in a Small Town. It's also extremely worth noting that the site where Jason chose to shoot this video is the site of a lynching of a black man in the 1920s. And I have seen enough from Jason, who also did blackface for Halloween, and his insurrectionist Barbie mistress wife, to know that this was not a coincidence. Like, he can put out this fake-ass apology that I'm barely gonna give any credence to, because he and his mistress's actions have shown who they really are and what exactly this song is supposed to mean.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It seems like the woke revolutionaries have won yet again, because corporate America has decided to capitulate to these soft snowflakes who decided to bitch and complain about a song by Jason Aldean that basically says, look, if you are a BLM protester or an Antifa protester, basically if you're an agent of chaos and you try to pull up to a small town, okay, with all of that chaos, you know, violence, destroying businesses, vandalizing, looting, killing, thieving, if you try to pull up to a small town like you did in one of these big liberal cities during the BLM/Antifa protests of 2020 or riots of 2020, it's probably not going to end well for you, right? You're probably not going to be able to get away with that in a small town, okay? And that is extremely true, right? It is a true statement, and he made a song about it, right? He made a song about it, and as you saw at the beginning of this video, the woke revolutionaries started boohoo, whining, and crying and talking about racism. Oh my God, this song is so racist. It's a dog whistle for the white supremacists to lynch black people. Boy, you can't make this up, right? You really can't, okay? So what did CMT do? Okay, Country Music Television, I believe that's what CMT stands for. They decided to pull the song. They decided to remove the song because apparently, again, it's racist and it's violent and, you know, X, Y, and Z. Now, again, the hypocrisy here is just amazing, especially from the entertainment industry that constantly promotes violence and songs with lyrics that quite literally explicitly tell people to kill each other, mostly black folks, right? Again, telling black people to kill each other and threatening each other and gang banging and doing all types of stuff in music videos, talking about the booty holes. That's totally fine, right? Totally okay. 100% fair game. Nothing violent about that. Nothing that we should take down and say, hey, you know what? Maybe we should have people listen to stuff, especially kids, right? Children being the main audience. No, right? They have no issue with that, as our cities basically get destroyed by teenagers who are influenced by these rap songs in which, again, they're hearing these lyrics that are encouraging violence. again, the double standards that we have in society is just truly amazing. And woke corp America, in my opinion, is as guilty as anybody in regards to the capitulation, because they simply don't have to do it, right? But yet they choose to do it, and they're showing you whose team they're on, right? Whose side they're on. Again, I've never heard of a rap music video being pulled because, you know, it's too violent, right? They talk about killing and stealing and robbing each other, right? But again, make a song about defending a small town, okay, from criminals, and apparently you are, again, you're inciting a lynch mob, right? So he's saying, look, if you try that in our town, in a small town, we're not going to let you get away with it. We're not just going to let you destroy our communities. Apparently, that is a problem, right? So let's read about it. Country music star Jason Aldean defended the lyrics and music video for, quote, Try That in a Small Town, as the song was removed from CMT's rotation. CMT confirmed to media outlets that they've stopped airing the video, though they haven't given a reason why, and it's currently unclear how many times they showed it since it was released on YouTube 4 days ago. The lyrics convey that close-knit small-town communities won't kindly take to riots, violence, and criminal misbehavior seen in America's cities. Yeah, so I want you guys to understand, right? I want you guys to understand what's going on here, right? Country music television is basically pulling down a song that country music listeners, you know, listen to, right? They love, because of people who don't listen to country music, right? Again, that's what's happening here, because that's the crowd that they're trying to appease, right? People who probably don't listen to country music, okay? And they're just mad because they were told that you need to be mad about it. So let's read a portion of the lyrics here. Sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store. Yeah, think it's cool. Well, act a fool if you like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. Yeah, you think you're tough? Well, try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't try that in a small town. Yeah, so again, I'm trying to figure out what is the difference between these lyrics and the average rap lyrics that you hear, okay, in a rap song. Yeah, so let's compare some of these lyrics to, I don't know, the average rap song, right? Like, for example, NLE Chopper, Shotta Flow, right? Let's actually read these lyrics and tell me which one do you think is worse here, right? Yeah, I'm a menace. Keep me a rack just like tennis. I'm with the ish like I'm Dennis. I started this ish, I'ma finish. N-words be hating, trying to blemish my image. Who want the smoke? 223 came with the scope, extended clip, long as a rope. We wipe his nose, which means we kill people, right? We're killing and robbing people. That's what we wipe his nose means. Just like he had him a cold, I knew that boy was a hoe. Pull up with the gang, you know that we banging. So talking about gang banging, right? Talking about being in the gang. What is your set N-word? What is you claiming? I'm a beast. You cannot tame it. Don't point the finger. That ish can get dangerous. These N-words hating, these N-words plotting. Oh, he got money. I'm running his wallet, aka I'm stealing from him, right? I'm stealing. You say you a killer. Little N-word, stop it. In a shootout, your gun was dropping. You really a fraud. You cannot stomp on his yard. My N-word, they scamming, they swiping them cards. I'm so high that I'm talking to stars. I'm going off the jiggers. I'm popping them bars. Yeah. So again, in this little bit of lyrics, and this is not even a worse song. I chose a song that I think is, you know, right, not even that bad compared to most of the stuff you listen to. He is talking about killing folks, robbing folks, scamming people off their cars, right? Being in gangs, doing drugs. But that's totally acceptable, right? You'll never see that get bad, okay? You'll never see it get bad. This person is going to be put on a pedestal and told, hey, black folks, you should be like him, right? But be a country music singer and make a song about defending your town from criminals. Oh, man, it's the worst thing ever. The Try That in a Small Town music video shows Aldean and others performing the song in front of a courthouse, though the video is spliced with news clips of flag burning, anti-police protests, and footage of various crimes. Aldean celebrated its release on Instagram saying, quote, when you grow up in a small town it's that unspoken rule of, quote, we all have each other's backs and we look out for each other. It feels like somewhere along the way that sense of community and respect has gotten lost. Deep down, we are all ready to get back to that. I hope my new video helps y'all know that you are not alone in that feeling that way. Go check it out. On Tuesday, pushback on those who accuse the song of carrying threatening undertones concerning race. Quote, in the past 24 hours, I've been accused of releasing a pro-lynching song, a song that has been out since May and was subject to the comparison that I, quote, direct quote, was not too pleased with the nationwide BLM protest, said Aldean. These references are not only meritless, but dangerous. There is not a single lyric in the song that references race or points to it. And there isn't a single video clip that isn't real news footage. And while I try and respect others to have their own interpretation of a song with music, this one goes too far. Well, I mean, look, here's the thing. I hope he doesn't apologize. He shouldn't apologize. It's not a pro-lynching song. It's a self-defense song. It's a, hey, don't come around in our town breaking laws, being agents of chaos song. I mean, that's what it is. And again, you know, I hope he doesn't apologize. I hope he stands by, you know, his song, because at the end of the day, it's not worse than any other rap song we hear about killing, stealing, and robbing folks. Okay. And again, that actually results in real world violence against black folks, which again, these people don't really seem to care about. Quote, no one, including me, wants to continue to see senseless headlines or families ripped apart, he said. Quote, try that in a small town, for me, refers to the feeling of a community that I had growing up where we took care of our neighbors regardless of the differences of background or belief because they were our neighbors, and that was above any differences. My political views have never been something I've hidden from, and I know that a lot of us in this country don't agree on how we get back to a sense of normalcy where we go at least a day without a headline that keeps us up at night, but desire for it too. That's what this song is about, which, yeah, is law-abiding citizens standing up, right? Because clearly the government can't keep the radicals under control, right? There's nothing racist about the song, okay? I mean, there's a few black people in there, but again, the people that are committing the riots and protests, they were of all races, okay? And that was included in the song. You had white folks out there doing crazy stuff, okay? You had all types of people doing crazy stuff. People just crying racism because it included footage from the BLM riots, which, you know, hey, the media said was mostly peaceful, right? Isn't that funny how that works, right? The BLM riots were mostly peaceful. So this guy shows footage of the BLM riots, and then they say, oh, well, it's violent, right? It's violent for you to show footage of the BLM riots. I thought you guys said it was peaceful. Again, these people are just, they're weird, man. But again, CMT, again, fold into the mob, fold into the backlash. It remains to be seen if YouTube will fold to the backlash. I highly doubt that they will. And the reason why I say that is because if YouTube takes down this video, that opens up a whole can of worms in regards to a bunch of other rap videos that they have on the website that they allow because, you know, it's supposed to be art, right? It's art. So they allow it, even though, again, it's clearly incitement of violence. It's clearly promoting violence, okay? And it has a real world effect, okay? People are actually getting killed and shot, okay, over these rap lyrics, and it's totally fine, and YouTube is hosting it. So I hope that YouTube doesn't fold. I don't think they will in this case because we've been down this road before, okay, with YouTube and music videos. They are not quick to pull down music videos because they know that it opens up a whole can of worms when it comes to rap music videos and lyrics that they make a whole lot of money off of, and they don't really want to kill that gravy train, right? So I don't think that YouTube is going to do anything. I think that this is a country music television thing. Again, it's a shame that they capitulated to people who don't listen to country music at the expense of people who do. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.